I look like an egghead from this angle. Humpty Dumpty who? Hello, this is gonna disturb me. Okay, I can't. This is gonna cause some problems. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for this week, I thought we'd do something. Here's the thing. I may or may not have a humongous Reddit addiction. That's the thing. And I listen to a lot of like Cody Ko and Noel Miller, love the Tiny Meat Gang podcast, and they make it feel like this thing I should be ashamed of, but I have zero shame. Okay, I have almost zero shame, maybe like 1%, maybe like 5%, maybe like 7% shame. It's also crazy because my like newfound love for Reddit really just took off last year around the same time when people were getting addicted to TikTok. And I remember feeling so like uppity and just like, oh wow, like I could never short form content that's potentially mining our data. Not me. It couldn't be me. And then I got addicted to Reddit. But we're not here to talk about me. We're not here to talk about me. We're here to go through one of my favorite subreddits. I have, I think, a good few favorites. I do. And I think that today I'm gonna go through the Am I the Asshole subreddit. It's gold, okay? Absolute gold. Before we do that, if you haven't seen my face before, hello, my name is Chia. I make videos here on the internet. It would give me such pleasure if you could subscribe and hit the notification bell. Okay, let's get cracking. Okay, this is the problem. Whenever I open this app, I get sucked in. Oh my God, okay. Let's get to the subreddit. I got the idea for doing this like a while ago when I read this post on the Am I the Asshole subreddit. I'll give you the synopsis. Okay, tell me why I literally spend forever trying to explain this simple post. But basically, this guy in his 40s moves in with this girl in her 20s into her apartment. Keep that in mind, it's her apartment. And then he decides that he doesn't like the glass jars she keeps because she likes drinking out of them and they're taking up space, so they don't have enough space in her apartment. So then he waits until she falls asleep and throws out the glass jars. He justifies it because he's like, well, now we have so much more space. And anyway, she likes drinking her fancy drinks in them, and they weren't even that fancy, and I would know because I'm a bartender. And she's also a little chubby, and she only wants to drink those drinks because they would probably help her lose weight. Make it make sense. Anyway, she wakes up, she's mad, understandably, because he threw out her property, and when they start arguing about it, he says, you only like drinking those drinks because you're a little chubby and you want to lose weight. And then he had the audacity to ask if he was the ass. Yes, you're the asshole. Yes. Oh, okay. This one sounds good. Am I the asshole for switching to regular milk to prove my lactose intolerant roommate keeps stealing from me? I already know this person's not the asshole. I can tell you that much. All I have to do is read the title. Sometimes the titles are a little like iffy, like maybe, maybe not. But this one, I already know. Me and two other guys share an apartment together and we split the bills. The only thing we don't split is costs on groceries. Everyone's in charge of buying their own food and we don't touch whatever doesn't belong to us in the fridge. We put our names in everything so no one gets mixed up. The issue has been going on for almost a year and I'm sick of it. One of my roommates, R, keeps stealing my food. I get home from work and containers with my leftovers are sometimes missing. They have my name written on it, or my stuff finishes too quick. My gallon of milk, for example. I buy almond milk because I like the taste, but it seems to finish after a week even though I've only drank once or twice. Oh, that's bold. I confronted R about this lots of time and that's caused a lot of arguments. He outright denies it and tells me I'm crazy even though it's so obvious. My other roommate and I carpool together because we both work the same early morning shifts around the same area, so no, it's not him. It's always after we get back home and R's already left for work that I notice my food's gone. My roommates also have a similar problem, but not as often as I do. I'm guessing because R doesn't like what he buys. The funny thing is R buys a lot for himself and is even more stingy about his food. He will literally point out what's his when he comes back from grocery shopping and tells us not to touch it. Last week, my milk was nearly empty again and I got fed up. I went to the liquor store and bought regular dairy milk. I drank what was left of my almond milk and refilled the gallon with the one I bought. This was to catch and prove that R was the one stealing since he's lactose intolerant. The next day, Saturday, We get back from work and R is pissed. He yelled at me that he was stuck in the bathroom for 40 minutes with diarrhea because of my milk. He was using it to make a shake. I only responded with, "So then you're the one who's been stealing." He freaking exploded. Yeah, he admitted he was sometimes drinking my milk and eating my food, but he was more mad that I switched milks than the fact that he was caught. I told him I wouldn't have done it if he had just stopped taking my stuff from the fridge, or at least told me and the truth instead of trying to make it seem like I was making it up. Basically, the roommate backs him up and some friends that think he's the asshole, so he wanted Reddit's opinion. I just think it's crazy. It's crazy how some people just know how to victimize themselves. Everybody wants to be oppressed nowadays. I don't get it. How do you go from being the literal thief in the situation to the victim?
Stop it. Get some help.
I don't understand. I don't get the logic. The mental gymnastics is tiring me out. But I will say, this is genius. This is absolutely genius. I don't think I would have ever thought about this.
A creative genius, and there's no other way to word it.
I'm making notes, okay? I'm making notes because I'm moving out in a few months. And I'm gonna be making notes of this. I also just think like the audacity for someone to say, "You're crazy," like right to your face, right in your eyes. I don't mess with that. I really don't mess with that. And the fact that it's the same person who's like, that, and that are mine, don't touch. And then when you turn your back, he's touching all your stuff. Make it make sense. Please. I'm listening. That's what I thought. Thank you. Not the asshole. And Reddit agrees. That is so funny. I really like to think that he was like, like at work, or like, he was like on a train and he had to like use like the train bathroom, and it was just like, and he like missed his stop. Ooh, next one. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to shut the fuck up after she insulted my sister's thighs? I'm 30 and my 12-year-old sister is living with me right now because my mom and my pops are vulnerable. So it made more sense to me to care for my sis for the time being. She's a really great... I'm so sorry.
My mom would be so disappointed in how unladylike that was. Sorry, Mom.
She's a really great kid, and to be honest, I feel in a lot of ways she's like my own kid because my mom and my dad don't speak English, so I had to kind of raise her in ways they couldn't. My girlfriend was FaceTiming me, and my sister walked past in shorts and a t-shirt because it's hot. My girlfriend waited till my sister had left the area, but not the room, and made a face and said, "Maybe feed her less, her thighs are kind of chunky." I saw red and told her to shut the fuck up, as you should, thank you, and immediately ended the call. My sister's a bit chubby, but who says stuff like that around a 12-year-old girl? Literally everybody I know has been texting me that I'm a piece of shit boyfriend, and how can I disrespect my girlfriend like that? I'm expecting an apology from her, but to my shock, everyone is expecting me to apologize. Ah, that's so annoying. I don't know, this one I think really resonates with me because like I have big thighs. Okay, and like growing up, especially like in the early 2000s or like late 2000s, it was like more in to be super skinny and stick thin, and that's not me. That's never been me. And this is like something that just really resonates with me because first of all, at 12, you're so self-conscious. At least I know I was so self-conscious of my body and how it wasn't right in society's eyes. And like to say that to a 12-year-old as a grown woman, first of all, for one woman to say that to another woman is one thing, but for a grown ass adult to say that to a 12-year-old girl, not even a teenager yet, a girl, I don't want it. I don't like it. I'm bored. Next. That's not the asshole. I just also can't believe that all his friends were like, apologize. Damn. And it's crazy too because I can think back to things people have said to me that I'm sure they didn't even really think of saying, like it was normal to them, but like things that I still sometimes think about. And I'm sure this is something she's gonna think about. That a woman, an adult, said this about her. I think right now, we've done a few not the assholes, so let's see if we can read some more everyone sucks. Oh, am I the asshole for saying I won't come to my child's birth? Let's read. My girlfriend has severe anxiety about everything, but mainly social situations. She's also currently 7 months pregnant with her second child. When she was around 4 months pregnant, she started talking about how she wanted to give birth at home and how much less stressful that environment would be. She claims that all the nurses at hospitals are rude and give her panic attacks. She's also saying because of COVID that it would be better for them to be in the room at home rather than just one of them in the hospital. It's her choice and I don't really have any say, so I can't force her to go to the hospital. I told her while it's up to her, If she chooses to give birth in her bathtub, I cannot support her decision. I told her that I will not be present. Literally anything could go wrong, and I don't want to be a witness to it. Her mom thinks she's being silly as well, but is going to be present. I'm so confused as to how everyone sucks. Does the girlfriend suck? I think that the person's the asshole. I don't know. I just feel like, for one, if you're giving birth, you're pushing a living being out of a hole this, can you see it? Maybe that's not to scale, but I feel like you get say over where you feel more comfortable. Also, it is COVID time, and she brought up a very valid reason of the restrictions prohibiting both the people she wants to be there from being there physically. And also, home births aren't like a new thing. So I'm very confused as to why people think everyone sucks here, but I definitely think the boyfriend is the asshole. Oh. The girlfriend plans on having zero professional help for the birth. No midwife and only family members. That's why everyone sucks. That was added later, like in a comment. Yeah, that one is rough. At first I didn't see it, but now I see it. Everyone sucks. Everyone sucks is just boring. Like, it's not fun. So let's read, am I the asshole or you're the asshole? Oh my gosh, these are my favorite ones because these people really think that they're doing nothing wrong. They really think that they're in the right. Oh man, these are juicy. Am I the asshole for waking up my girlfriend with my morning routine? I'm 21, male, and my girlfriend is 20, female. We've dated for over 2 years and lived together for over 1. My girlfriend and I both work full time. She works from home right now and I work outside of the home. The past few months, we've had morning arguments because she says that my routines wake her up. I get up significantly earlier than her, about 3 hours before she wakes up, as she's not a morning person. Her issues are, my dad works at the same place as me, so he'll text me in the morning to make sure I'm up. He will keep texting until I eventually answer or call. I keep my phone's volumes all the way up so I can hear. A lot of the times I don't answer within the first time, and by the second text, my girlfriend wakes up. Then there are my alarms. I snooze them a lot because I set them early, so when I wake up, I know I have some time to sleep still. These usually wake her up too. It's just part of my routine. She's a very light sleeper and has trouble going back to sleep when she's up. She gets so angry with me when this happens because she says that she's exhausted. She's in college too. Ooh. So she's up late doing homework, usually despite having to get up to work the next day. We've tried different solutions like her wearing headphones or an alarm clock that turns the light on, but it still doesn't help either of us. She thinks I'm the asshole because I just won't get up when my alarm goes off or my dad texts me. And she says this would solve all of our issues and that by not doing this, she's keeping her from sleeping basically. And then he says that she needs to learn to live with his routine. Maybe I'm a little bit biased here, but my sister does the same. She will set an alarm for like 3 a.m. I don't know why. We share a room, by the way. Context. We share a room. For 3 a.m, she sets an alarm and then will not wake up to it. And it's just ringing. And I'm awake, confused. Why is it dark outside? Why is it haunting hour and I'm awake? And I just start yelling at her, turn off your alarm. She says, oh, sorry. Turns it off, goes back to bed. Now I'm awake. The next night, guess what? It happens again. It happens again. Why? It just doesn't make any sense to me. He says, live with my routine. You, sir, can get up after one alarm. That's what you can do. That just feels so weird to me that he's so inconsiderate of it. Wow. And again, maybe I'm biased because I live through this regularly, but I think he's the asshole. I mean, everyone agrees. I'm not saying anything profound here. Oh my gosh, the first comment makes a great point. She literally slept with headphones on so that he could snooze his alarms. And she's being more considerate rather than him just having one alarm. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Also, here's the thing. When you set your alarm like intentionally like half an hour early so you can just snooze it consistently so you get more sleep, that doesn't do anything. It disrupts your sleep cycle, so you may as well have not even gotten those 30 minutes. Like, it is useless sleep to your brain. I know this because I used to do this in high school where I would set my alarm like an hour early and it would just keep ringing. And before any of you say, well, what about your sister? She could sleep through anything. Hence the reason why I was waking up for her alarms and she wasn't. But yeah, it's useless sleep. So he's the asshole. He sucks here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please let me know down below. And also, if you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? It's right there. Or right there. It takes 2 seconds. So please do that. And give this video a like as well, and hit the notification bell, and follow me on my social media, and everything. That being said, I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Let it go, make my body go. Take our bodies higher and higher.